Tech Tips with Cameron. I'm Cameron. Today we are looking at a feature that has been hidden inside of Google Classroom that I didn't know about. It is very, very cool. And what it is embedding questions in YouTube videos.
That's so cool.
So you can create the YouTube videos that offer different content and embed questions to check to see your students' understanding. So here I am inside a classroom. And if I'm going to do this, I need to have a video, I need to have a lesson, and I need to have some questions. First things first, I'm going to head over to classwork. And I'm going to create some content. I'm going to create an assignment. And what I'm going to do for this assignment is I'm going to be working with mixed numbers to improper fractions. But I'm going to imagine that I've already taught the concept. And after teaching the concept, I'm going to allow students to build a calculator that does this for them by using Scratch. In this way, I'm embedding coding within the project. Students are super engaged in this. It worked out really, really well. I also have a video to teach this lesson. So as we're in our assignment here, first things first, I'm going to give it a title. My students have got their assignment, and I'm going to attach the lesson itself right into Google Classroom. There we go. Now, students are going to be able to view this. The slideshow is very simple. It shows them exactly what it's going to look like, and it gives them the link so that they can remix it. Then I'm going to head over to YouTube. Now, here, I'm going to paste my video in.
You can add in any video from YouTube.
And I'll search for that video. So here we have it, improper and mixed number calculator on Scratch. Now, I can just add the video so that they can watch it. Great way to showcase a YouTube video to students in classroom. But here's the piece that I think is so interesting. If we click Add Questions. Okay, so what's really cool is you can choose where you want your video to start and where you want your video to end. So that students do not have to watch the whole video. There may just be a section in there that you want them to have, and you can actually type that in and start time and end time. For this one, I'm going to leave the whole thing, but I want to add a question. So I'm going to add a multiple choice question. And the reason I'm adding questions in this one is I want to test that they are able to use the calculator. So they're going to build half the calculator, test that it works, get the right answer, then build the second half of the calculator and test that it works again.
Whoa, that's iteration.
So at 6 minutes and 50 seconds, they're done building their first one. And I'm going to have a multiple choice question. And the question here is going to be, what is 6 and 7/10 as an improper fraction? All right, so I've put in my three options, 7/10, 67/10, 63/10, 57/10. That's great. I could add more, and I could have it shuffle the order. And when you've picked it and you know what your right answer is, you click it so that it knows which one's the right one, and then you can save and continue. So I could put in a second question here to test them again. If I was really doing this, I would. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to add a second question that tests the opposite side, going from improper to mixed. Let's check it out. So I know that 11:07 is a good time for it. I'll pop in the question, and then I'll showcase it. Okay, so I've put in three options, try to put a little trick in there, see if they can figure out equivalent fractions, that there are two right answers here. Unfortunately with this, it only lets me put in one right answer, so I will change this to 14/6. I know that the right answer is 7 3/6, and I click continue. The video continues on, and we're all done. Cool thing is, you can try it out as a student to test it out to see what it looks like. So we'll get started. We'll jump right over here. I'll pop in my right answer, click submit, and we'll see that the student would experience that. And continue watching the video. Head to the second one, pick the right answer, submit, continue, and we are all done. This lesson itself, video, slideshow, will all be included in the video down below, but that's how we incorporate questions into a YouTube video. And again, some YouTube videos, if they have a transcript, you can actually use those, and it will AI generate questions that it suggests. Remember,
Keep the human in the loop.
Keep the human in the loop. You always want to check to make sure that the questions it's suggesting are legit, but this is a neat way to attach a lesson to check in with your students to see that they are understanding concepts, or is a great way to practice. Hope this helps. See you soon. Bye-bye.